Hey everybody, Bisco Southpaw here. Thanks for joining me today. Took the last couple weeks off. I was on vacation, but I'm back at it and happy to be here showing you another knife. So if you look at the title of this, it's called The Lost Chord, and that's actually kind of an inside kind of, so if you're a musician or really love music, you might know what that gets. But really, the reason why I used it was a play on words to talk to you about this knife, the CJRB Chord. So let's just take a quick little walk around. See, it's got the skeletonized scales here. We have a centered blade. You got the thumb studs there. Very shiny. Look up here. Now, this is one thing that was interesting. There's really no jimping on the flipper. I wish that was different. Of course, you got some jimping here on the top of the blade. So let's talk about this knife a little bit. The CJRB Chord is 8.19 inches in overall length. The closed length is 4.72 inches. The overall blade length is 3.47, so just under 3.5 inches, which obviously definitely makes it a full-size knife. The blade thickness is 0.13 inches. The material is AR RPM 9, which I've talked about before in my videos, and a lot of other people have. This is a proprietary steel by CJRB that is supposed to be like a spray form of 9CR 18 MOV, which is supposed to make it maybe a little tougher, a little more resistant, corrosion resistant than regular 9CR. They do have the new steel out now, that new proprietary steel out. I think it's AR SF2. Which is actually supposed to kind of be a spray form of 154 cm. I don't have one of those knives yet. I can't wait to get my hands on one, on the CJRB in that new steel, so that'll be coming soon. The blade hardness is, so the Rockwell hardness is 59 to 61. The blade style is a clip point. It's a very subtle clip point, as you can see. It's kind of got that swedging on top. I actually kind of like that. It's a flat grind, so it's not a hollow grind. It's just a flat grind, about 3/4, maybe 80% of the way up. That flat grind starts. The blade finish, it's a stone-washed finish. Obviously, it is a button lock knife, so very easy to open and close. The flipper does work well, even without the jimping. The thumb studs work great on either direction. So that's great. It is right or left-hand carry, which I love, being able to carry it left-handed. The overall weight is 5.12 ounces, so it's not super heavy. There are knives in this category that are lighter, for sure. And then lastly, this thing is riding on ceramic ball bearings for the pivot. So that is pretty much the overview of the knife itself. Now, what do I think of it? Well, I've been looking at this knife for a long time. I don't have any knife like this. I don't have anything with like a skeletonized scale, right? So I have some with like holes in them and stuff like that, but this is the first knife. So it kind of gives it a little bit of that gas station type of look. But actually, I kind of like the way it looked. This does come in G10, so you do not have to get this with this. With these scales, you can just get a regular G10 scale, which maybe I would have gotten, but mainly I bought this knife for the look. Now, how does it, as far as how does it feel in the hand? Well, it's a full-size knife, so if you've got bigger size hands like I do, it does fit well in the hand. I don't have super big hands, but they're a little larger than normal. The one thing that I have noticed is that, as far as your grip is concerned, the skeletonization does help a little bit, because I don't know what you want to call it. The fat of your hand kind of sinks into those holes and allows you to kind of get a grip on it. But what I also will say is that the stainless steel does get a little slick once your hands warm up, or once the scales warm up from your hands, whether it's just the moisture from your body, or I guess if you're outside really working, the sweat, right? It does. It just feels slick. Now, whether that's going to affect because of the skeletonization and the way that your hand kind of pushes into those holes, does that mean it's going to affect? Does that mean it's going to affect your ability to have a good grip on it? I haven't carried enough to tell you for sure, but I think with these holes here, you should have a pretty decent grip. The pocket clip is just a regular stainless steel pocket clip. Goes in and out of the pocket fine. I've carried this a little bit. I don't know, to be honest with you. Will this be like a knife that I carry a ton? I'm not sure. I mean, I have other CJRBs that I'd honestly say I like a lot better than this. It might be different if I had the G10 scales, to be honest with you. But you know what? I got it for the look. I like the way it looked. This one will probably just stay in storage and just be something to show people. I'll carry it every once in a while, but it's not going to be one of my go-to knives to carry around. So those are my thoughts on the CJRB Chord. Thanks so much for watching. I just hit 150 subscribers, so I really appreciate that, guys. All you guys that come and watch, it means a lot. You know, I'm not doing this to get famous or get rich or become the next you know, whatever, big knife reviewer, but it does let me know that people are watching, and I do appreciate it. So have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.